Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, turn my sound down just a sec. Very warm, shadowy welcome to you all. Professor Shadow here. Sunday night in the shadows. Sunday night, 7 p.m. as usual. We are here. We are live. Good evening. And Crystal is on straight away. Good evening to you. Glad you can make it this week. So, where are we? So this week, what have I been doing? Oh, I've been doing so much this week, so much. Incredible week of creating new stories, new tales, new software to create new AI images, which has been interesting as well. So we had lots of exciting new things going on this week to produce great content. Great content. All day I've been working to complete part one of Dawn of the Werewolf, a new 3-part saga. I finished writing about 10 minutes ago. I'm not quite happy with the end chapter, so I just need to readjust that. But it's pretty much done, and yeah, I think it's amazing. Really, I would watch it. I'm like, please, let's get it done so I can watch it myself. And Charles is on. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you for all the comments you put all the time. I really appreciate that, by the way. So I literally just finished Dawn of the Werewolf, which is leading to the backstory of the Alpha and Crimson Dawn and how it all connects. My goodness. I have anyone use mind maps? I use mind maps. This program, I've got the wrong screen up at the minute, but there's a mind map you can do, and it leads one into another, into another, into another, into another. And so I'm leading all these characters to how they go. And I look at it, I'm just, my goodness, what's this? Just like a big spider web, of characters weaving in and out from each other. But it's creating such great content. It's almost creating its own universe of these characters. So really, really enjoyable. And like I said, new software I've been using as well to create images and video for the stories, which is great. It's some of them very realistic as well, and they take a lot of time. So good for me. Saves lots of time. Editing is the big one. So the story writing, that takes a while, but that's quite enjoyable. Producing the sound is pretty easy. And then the big one is editing. It takes days. So anything that helps me do that is a godsend. Very godsend. Excited. Thank you for all the stories. Yeah, thank you so much for inspiring me to create them. I come on here each week, and every time I come off, I'm inspired with new ideas to put into the new tales. So yes, truly enjoy doing what we're doing. It's so much fun, and I can't wait. I can't wait for you to see the new one. It's going to be a few days, but the dawn of the werewolf. My goodness, so good, so good, so excited. This is the stuff that I would watch. So if I don't watch Netflix anymore. But if I was sitting in front of the TV screen trying to, remember that whole thing? You used to sit there and click for an hour before you could find the show you wanted to watch. I would be looking for this. And that's why I did it. I did the 3-part with the Elder Zorana, and I really enjoyed creating that smaller, rather than the big 10-part one, the 3-part. And I thought, who can I create? Yes, I've got Dr. Thorne to do. Got some surprises for that character coming up. And I thought, I really want to do one with the werewolves, the Alpha. So I really wanted to do the backstory. I've really done something I'm not going to give anything away, of course, but I've done something that's really, really. I would want to watch it. I'm almost here thinking, should I stay? And normally on Sunday evening after this call, I'm done, and I'm thinking, should I do some more so I can get some done? So excited I am about the new one and where it leads, and it's a 3-part. So you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. You are our new Tales from the Crypt. If it's from us. That would be amazing. Vincent Price is legendary. He's a legend. I've told you guys before. I have pretty much. I think I have all of his films in my collection. I think I pretty much, and he's done a few. He did a few. Absolute legend. I was literally watching one the other day. I rewatched us. We spoke about it on the call last week about Vincent Price in House on Haunted Hill and in The Bat. Well, I was flicking through YouTube and The Bat was there. So I thought, I'm putting that on. And I watched The Bat with Vincent Price. It's so good. So good. Such an amazing movie. So good. Vincent Price is legendary. Legendary. I've watched him since I was a small boy when we were allowed to stay up and watch horror double bills on the television when I was a young boy. Before we had internet, before we had DVDs, before we had videos. There was a time, believe it or not, where videos were very rare. TV, 4 channels we had, 4 channels, and then I think it was in the 1980s they bought this Saturday night called the Horror Double Bill, and we used to crave to stay up and watch that, putting matchsticks in our eyes trying to stay up. And good evening to you, my friend. Is that right, Sechin? Star Fox, hey buddy, cool stuff. John's here, and was wondering with the next week or so if you would something. I see a dog man. I was just saying. I'm just finished writing the first part of the new 3-part saga on lichen or werewolves, which is going to be amazing. It's amazing, and with the new technology of AI. Would. Cool stuff. Doug Benjamin is here and was wondering within the next week or so if you would. You should make Elvira specific. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Perhaps I'll get my my daughter on here and she can present the show. Put a big black wig on. That would be cool. That would be cool. So yes, what do we put out this week? We put out. Why don't we have a look what we put out this week? As usual, I'm super prepared for this evening's chat. I really like to do these ones Sunday night. Just jump on. I have nothing planned. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just want to come on, see your feedback, and chat. Really, I think that's important. I don't that it's not really pre-planned and it's raw and live and real. I think that's important. It's so much pre-planned stuff in the world. Let's see what we did. So you would have had what do we so you should have got so you would have had the final part of the Elder and Sorana Master Vampire Returns. I did say that, yeah, because last week I was speaking, wasn't I? Saying we're introducing a new character. We find a little bit more about Dr. Thorne. So yes, we introduced the character of the Master, which I really liked. I'm gonna do something on that character. I really like that character. Don't know why, but I'm definitely going to do something on the character, the Master. I know it's been done with the Master from Salem's Lot, for example. But I'd really like to sink my teeth into that. So we have the Master, which I'd like to do, and I did all as usual. I did all three together. Some people like the whole thing all in one go, rather than the individual ones. So I always do that because people like that. And then moved. So you got the release of Shadow Realm Part 5. Hopefully, you've had a chance to watch that. Hopefully, the final part, which is an extended edition, is done. Just getting the reaction from my members right now, and that will be coming shortly to everybody. That's an extended one, and this is, you will not even know, you will never guess what happens in this. I didn't even guess, and I wrote it. But yes, it's incredible. I really enjoyed this. I went off track totally. What if the stories you tell, family history? If the stories you tell, or the Monsters Family History album, like a family tree. So you get like the supernaturals go over their family history with the younger generation, showing what they've done in the past. Nice. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I do like the idea, as you probably guessed. I like the idea of going back in time. I like, seeing a time and then going back and seeing what happened before, and then coming back forwards. So that could be something, because I do like that type of, two timelines, maybe even three timelines, all happening at once. Probably saw that in the Shadow Realm, in Crimson Dawn, and of course in Elder and Serrano as well. We went back and forth, from their times as when they were born to modern day times. So yes, definitely like that skipping through time, and that's what you're going to have. Like, for example, like a supernatural creature going through the history of the family, telling the tale. I think that would be great. That third part was fantastic. The way Serrano saved Elder from death, and then Elder saved Serrano from. Say yes, yes. I really wanted to emphasize in that. So I hope you watch it. Spoil it. It's been out for actually not that long, is it? A week. About how, yeah, I really wanted to show how the elder, or vampires, elders, and how the elder is born through pain. So obviously, the more pain that it got, the more powerful it becomes. The elder's pain was off the chart when he thought he had lost Serrano. Through, because she filled the gap of all the past. She was the entire past plugged. So when he thought she was going, everything was, and he got all that power. That was, that was really came together really well. I thought, when I was writing, I really wanted to get that across. And it took me about, to do that end bit, about three tries. So what I'll do is I'll write it up, and then of course just press the button to spell check it all, write it all up, and then go over it, and I see what it feels like. If I like it, if I don't like it, I change it. It's like I just finished the first part of the Dawn of the Werewolf, which is the origins. I can't even speak today. I can't even speak. Origins of the Alpha, not oranges. I don't think the Alpha eats oranges. He may do. I don't know. Maybe he eats oranges. But the origins. I can't. I'll just go home. Origins of the alpha, um, and what was I saying? I have no idea. I'm going to move on because I'm totally lost track talking about origins and elders and origins. Anyway, I just finished up that first part, and yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. Like I said, yeah, when I don't feel it's right, I'll go back, I'll redo it. So I'm excited to see what happens in Origins of the Werewolf. TXBBY, that's not the TXBBY I know. That's not TXBBY. Is that the same person? I don't know. I doubt it. I'm excited to see what happens in Origins. I keep saying Origins. No. Okay. TXBBY. Origins of the Werewolf. Yes. Let's restart. This one is really exciting for me because I'm able to, I'm not going to give too much away. I'm able to go back and forwards in time, which I love. I really love that because you can see what's happening, go back, give a twist on it, come back in the future, give another twist, and then go back again. I really love that. And I've done this. We're starting off the first part. I'm not going to give too much away. Starting off the first part. You've seen the trailer, so you know it's like in medieval times to start with. We're going to skip through time quite a bit. But yes, my goodness. Like I said, when I opened the call today, if I was flicking through Netflix, I would be looking for this type of story. And that's why I'm so excited about it. And I really want to, get it done. But I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm doing it. Finish writing today. And I got to that final chapter. And I was reading it just before I came on this call. And I wasn't actually 100% happy with the ending. So I'm going to go and redo that before I retire tonight. I really want to I know what I want to do. You ever have that? You know exactly what you need to put into it. But it didn't come out right. So I need to go back in and chew it around a little bit more to make sure that it comes out how I want it to be. So that's what I'll be doing after this. And that's what I was saying, wasn't it? It's like sometimes you just go in, rechange, do it, rechange it, go over it. Yes, that's done. That's great when you do the if you write a series, you get the first chapter done. Sorry, first part one. Excuse me while my phone goes. There you go. So that first part one, really get a stepping stone, and now you're going to propel yourself forward off of that step. So the phone keeps going. So when that first part's done, it's great to propel yourself off that first step because you've got a base to lead off of. I get excited when I get that first bit done. The first bit done, you have that base, that background. And now everything leads on. Like when I started Crimson Dawn, you got to think Crimson Dawn is like 15 hours. 15 hours of storytelling. And it started with one story. And I didn't even intend it to be an entire series. It just blew up that way. So I started with one story, and then it just went, and I just kept going. So that was really interesting. What is the process? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is good. Owns a haunted museum with artifacts from the supernatural realm. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That would be amazing. That would be great to have like a the supernatural realm museum, and someone breaks in and steals something, but it's really a cursed item that either transforms them into one of the supernaturals, which then they go on and transform other people. That would be amazing. That would be pretty cool. Time. What if Father Time is a human? Father Time. What if Father Time was a vampire? An elder? That'd be interesting. That would be very interesting. So, I would love to know. We have a few. That sounds, yeah, pretty cool, I think. So, I know where some of you guys are from. Some of you lovely people, I already know. Some of you on, I don't know where you're from. I really love to know where people are watching from. So, if you just put where you're from, you don't need to say anything apart from say hi, of course. Um, I'd love to know where you're from. So if you could put that in the chat, or if you're rewatching the replay, you can put it in the comments. It's just great to know that we connect through our love of these horror and fantasy across the globe. Across the globe. Dallas, Texas. I knew that one. I knew that one. Dallas, Texas. Yeah, no, yeah, I knew this one. Thank you so much for those. Very good. How many on here? Just have a look down here. Ah, yes, it is. So it's a TX Tubby. I know who you are. I was just thinking that was you. Welcome, welcome. See what happens in Origin of the Werewolf. Nice. Breaking up. Do apologise. We have probably an internet issue. Looks okay from my end. I'm going to go onto YouTube itself and make sure I'm not crackling around. Let's look. Back. Back. Yes. I think it's pretty cool when you talk to fans. Yes. I think it's great to come on here. What you have to think is that you give me some great ideas, and later, back, breaking up later. Okay. See you later. It's great to come on and get feedback, talk, find out what you want to see, what you're enjoying, what you're not enjoying. These are all great things to give me ideas of what we can work on. Endings like you did in the Elder Scrolls. I love the motivational. Ah, I did check that, and so at the end you can tell when people click off of the video. So this particular one, as it got to that, a lot of people clicked off that ending. So we'll keep a check on that, keep an eye on that, and if that doesn't go too bad, I intend to do one for this next, sure, because there's, like most of the things I do, there's a reason I like to tell a tale. I like to tell a tale for a reason, an underlining reason. Like, for example, Elder and no matter how much pain you go through, we all go through pain. Everyone's been through pain. Everyone's, been through a breakup, or someone's stabbed them in the back at some point in their life, or maybe your business failed, or you had a pet you loved so much, and obviously their time is over. These things are pain, very much pain. But when you look back in life, you are who you are. You're who you are because of your past experiences, and you were able to overcome them. So that pain, I'm saying, isn't it? That which does not kill us only makes us stronger. So the pain does make you stronger. And I really wanted to create a story around that ethos. And I think that, and we can use vampires, of course. So that was a great way to do it. But yes, I'll definitely look, New Jersey. Send them all. Send them all. That was great. Send them all. What if the flags of all the country are really the supernatural teams to make their territory when they're in the human realm? Yes, putting their flag, their line in the sand. The flag is territory. Also, what's its hello, old friend? Hello, old friend. That's, so I know he's a big Winter and Lycan fan, of course. Somalia must be the elders. I think the elders are everywhere. They're everywhere, especially that cunning, conniving Dr. Thorne gets about quite a lot. He's in. We've seen him in the Elder over the time as well, haven't we? We've seen him in Sorana's story, Elder, and in the present. We've seen him throughout that. And he's going to be making a couple of appearances in some other ones as well. So obviously we have a couple of members on here as well. So big shout out to the members. It's okay if you're not a member; it just helps go towards the cost of making the videos. It really helps me out. So big shout, thank you to them. And make sure you watch the finale of the Shadow Realm. Keep watching at the end. It's a surprise at the end there. What if weather is a connection to supernova? Then what if weather is a connection? Oh, sorry, let's go up. Is a connection to supernatural beings living amongst humans on Earth. If that was the case, then here in England we would be completely overwhelmed because our weather is so bad lately. It's just this is our summertime, but it rains every single day. It's cold. I didn't see the plot twist with Winter and the Lycans coming. It was a brilliant story. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I did go off track on the. Obviously, some people haven't watched it. Obviously, went off track a little bit to try and create something a little bit new. I think it worked quite well. I thought Dr. Thorne was a good guy initially, the way he gifted it. Ah, we've got some Dr. Thorne stuff coming. So really, I'm doing this one. I finished the Shadow Realm, so I can focus on this 3-part saga I'm working on now. But in the meantime, I'm doing little bits for this Dr. Thorne. Don't worry, we're going to have lots. Dr. Thorne, who is he? What's he up to? What's he after? What's his purpose? Is he good? Is he bad? We don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But definitely, he's an intriguing character. Really want to sink our teeth into. No pun intended. No pun intended. But we definitely want to sink our teeth into this character a little bit more and chew him around a little bit. And yeah, so there's I can't give away too much, but he's in quite a few. What if homes were created to protect humans from supernatural beings? Might some have to ask to enter. The boundary, it's your castle. The home is your castle, isn't it? It's like that's my defense. What else we do this week? We got so yes, you saw hopefully the trailer. Hopefully managed to get to see the trailer for the Origins of the Werewolf coming up, which is a 3-part saga. It's dawn, day, and night of the werewolf. So hopefully you got. If you haven't watched the trailer, watch it, because that's where we got some of the new using some of the new software to create the AI as well. So you can have a look at the new AI, and the new AI was used in the finale of the Shadow Realm. So those that have access to that, it looked a little bit different, a little bit realistic in some places. I thought it looked really realistic. That's the new software I've been using, and it seems pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it's saying that's a lot easier because it's like it actually helps a lot more to make the editing process a little bit easier. So that's always a godsend, because that's the hardest part is editing. Whatever anyone tells you, the hardest part is the longest part is editing. That takes the time. So if you haven't, you go and watch Origins of the Werewolf trailer. It's a trailer. Got comments on there. We've got some people watched it. Who we got? Yeah. Cannot wait. Yeah, it looks great one. Looking forward to this one. Yeah. So we've got quite a few people watched it already, and looking forward to it. It's come out in the future, and what I'm saying, yeah, Origins up there. I'm excited to see what type of stories come out in the future and what happens in Origins. Well, this is going to be amazing. Origins of the Werewolf. Literally, just like I said, just finished writing, so it's going to be amazing. But I can't give too much away from it. I can't say too much about it. But thank you for those that commented on the trailer. Appreciate that. If you haven't watched the trailer, you can watch it after this call. It's only 2 minutes long, 2-minute long trailer. Pretty good. We use some of the new AI. I believe there's a significant connection between Dr. Thorne and Nocturna. I will get an explanation of where Dr. Thorne was and what he was doing during the Crimson Dawn. Indeed, you will. Indeed, you will. It's coming. It's coming. That's why I had in the Elder and Serana panel, I did have them speak about, well, why wasn't he here in the Crimson Dawn? Why wasn't he in the Shadow Realm? We wanted to address that. I wanted to address that straight away. Well, if he was there, he should have been there. Good point. Perhaps Nocturna is the father that Dr. Thorne mentions. Could well be it, couldn't it? That could be it. Could be. But I'm going to save that for you. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag just yet of what it is. But it could be that. But then again, I know. But you've got to think, how old is Dr. Thorne? He was there. The oldest we've seen him so far is with Elder. And we've seen him in the future as well. Could he be even older than this? Could he be go right back? Could be older than anything. It could be it could be many things. But it's definitely intriguing. It's definitely interesting to build this character up, work with him. The new one, maybe he is Father Time. Maybe. He's Father Time. Maybe Santa Claus. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll see a little bit of interaction. You've got to look out in the Shadow Realm. You'll see Dr. Thorne in there. And then it's coming up in a couple of new ones coming out. You'll see it makes a small appearance that starts piecing parts of the puzzle together. So you start adding all these bits up, and then we're going to have the tale of Dr. Thorne. Who is he? But it's coming. It's coming for sure. So what we got left? What we got left to do today? So what did we have? We had Dallas, Texas. We had Indiana. Was it? That's all we had. It always has to be a first of the kind. First of the kind. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there to who is this Doctor Thorne? Who is this character that keeps popping up here and there? We're going to get there. But it's nice to have a little bit of anticipation. I think that's great. That's what builds the story, isn't it? So it's nice to be able to put him into those into the other tales. That's a little bit of a piece of puzzle when they start building. And that's really interesting. So therefore, what happens is, of course, you've got to go and watch a piece of this one. I'm watching the Elder and Serana saga, and then I watch some of the Crimson Dawn, and then maybe Origins of the Werewolf. And you watch all these pieces together, and they've got little pieces of the puzzle, the Shadow Realm, and then you start to figure these. Oh, look, I'm starting to get an idea of what this character is about, who he is. And then when we get a good idea, or when you get a good idea where it is, we'll put the tale of Dr. Thorne and who he is. Which is going to be good. Which is going to be good, but it's not going to be full. Still lots of puzzles, pieces to put on the board. What if pyramids are supernatural travel systems? Indeed, if you go inside and they have like some, obviously in the actual pyramids, they have like these hidden rooms and hidden chambers, like a burial chamber, and then there's a hidden room under that one. One of the hidden chambers is the transportation system. And where's it going to take us? It's going to be great. There's an episode many years ago, Doctor Who. For those that like Doctor Who today, I don't really like, but many years ago, there was an episode where they did travel and met the Egyptian gods, and that was actually quite spooky, quite eerie. That would be great, wouldn't it? If you found a transportation system in the pyramids. When you got it, you didn't just transport to some strange planet or whatever. You actually came in front of one of the Egyptian gods. You know, was the one that the dog head, is it? Yeah, but that would be, my goodness, that would be, because that's what happened in that Doctor Who episode. That was quite freaky. As a kid, that freaked me out. That totally freaked me out. But that was a good one. So that would be a great tale, actually. Interesting. Orange of the Wolf. Looks like it's going to be another gripping storyline. Yes, I'm twisting you so many places with this one. It's a huge connection. Of course, I want to connect it to the Alpha, of course, and how we're doing that is a lot of twists and turns. Like I said, I finished writing part 1, which is Dawn of the Werewolf Today, literally before I came on this call. I've got the ending, which I'm not 100% happy with, so I'm going to go over and redo that, change that up just a little bit, and then during the week I'll start working on editing, which takes the time, and we'll see how quickly we can get that out for you. Because, like I say, it's one of them ones I want to see it. It's not just, hey, just put it out so people watch it. I want to see it. Say, if I was scrolling through some library of movies and that popped up, that's the thing that I want to watch. I want to watch that. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, who would not want to watch an army of werewolves, lycans, and an army of knights in medieval past? It's just, yeah, who would not want to watch that? It's crazy. So yeah, so that's the story I'd want to watch. And then of course we have the big connection. To the Alpha, from the Crimson Dawn series. And we may have an appearance, a special guest, of course, in the story, which we won't tell you who yet, but there's a special guest in there, of course. Like I say, if you haven't watched the trailer, you must watch the trailer just to see the new AI that's we've been playing with, which is really cool, which is really interesting. But then again, you've probably seen it in the Shadow Realm, so. And yeah, so that's what we're working on. We have the 3-part Werewolf Tale, Dr. Thorn, but that's not going to become that soon because we want more pieces of the puzzle to put together. But they're two main projects. Yeah, giving up on YouTube and a hit on this. Yeah, well, I did that experiment, didn't I? I did that experiment where we tried to delay the amount of time. So I put a video out. Sometimes I put a video out one day and put one out the next day. And then it was like, hey, you mustn't do that because then people don't get the note. If they got the notification for the first one, they wouldn't get the notification for the second one. It came out the next day. And so I thought I could, but I did that anyway, and it didn't really seem to make any difference whatsoever. It didn't make any difference whatsoever. So now it's just a case of when it's ready, I will put it out there. And yes, just check to check the channel. Do you think supernatural beings do cemeteries? What if that is a party for death to collect them? There's always that thing, isn't it? Say, the cemetery or the graveyard is the haunted place. Well, it's not, because that's not where the person actually departed this earth, is it? So, but you never know. You never know. I'm not getting enough because I checked out. Yeah, the joys and. I was watching this thing the other day actually, and it said only a percentage of people that subscribe anyway and put their notifications on actually get notified. So, what's the point? What's the point of doing it? But I suppose you've got more chance of being notified. Perhaps it's like a lottery, They just put so many out. But I always get notifications. I mean, the channels I subscribe to a couple of like news channels and things like this, which I watch, and I always get the notifications. I don't know. Perhaps perhaps YouTube have a gremlin or a supernatural in the works. Who knows? Who knows? Perhaps the I would say funeral homes more haunted than cemeteries. Yes, indeed. Unless the body is coming back to life, then of course that's in the cemetery, digging out the grave. But that's more of the undead. So I've subscribed to the channel. I just had a notification pop up now. So. Yeah, I think that as well. Like the place where the person's departing would probably be more haunted than the place where they take the body afterwards. I would say so, unless that person is coming back as a reanimated corpse or something. That's why when a lot of these shows and things go to like the haunted hospital, or asylums, more haunted than the haunted graveyard, aren't they? What if Bigfoot is not a monster, but actually a past animal that humans did not consider, like they do bears and polar bears? Bigfoot is a weird one, isn't it? Bigfoot is a weird one. Bigfoot is a strange one to work with, because there's some great old movies of Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Abominable Snowman. Abominable Snowman with Peter Cushing is a great one, because it's not actually like a creature. It's like a mystical type thing, isn't it? I think with one question: how come when Serrano drinks blood, she becomes younger and attractive? When the elder drinks blood, he remains an old man. Because he's elder. Because he's elder. I think the thing is with that is that I wanted really to portray Elder as an old parasitic man. That's how I want to portray him. I didn't want him to become. I did make him, when he got the power of the gods, came younger. When he lost it, he came back to normal. So when he got the power of the gods, he became a lot younger, and he looked different. But I didn't want it. I really wanted to portray him as parasitic. That's why I want all of the elders for me need to be parasitic, except of course Serrana. But it was the pain as well, how much pain they've been through as well. You know, they've been through equal pain. I never wanted to be. I don't want to be it like what's that film? What's that series where all the vampires are like models and they're all like romantic and things. I didn't want to go down that route. The elder or vampire should be a parasitic creature. I wanted to try and keep that real, which is why Elder only ever goes young when he got the power of the gods. But of course, Serrana, we wanted to make her more attractive in the story, so we did it. Is that how Night of the Living Dead started? I think, yeah, Night of the Living Dead. George Romero, and I've seen if you watch Night of the Living Dead, isn't it? They say something come from out the sky or a satellite came down, wasn't it? And that had something that reanimated the zombies. From the trailer Origin of the Werewolf, it seems like the Knights play a huge part of the story. It seems like they possibly captured a werewolf since they are against them. I really can't tell you what happens in that just yet, because I've just finished writing it, and I want to. No one's seen it, only me, so I want to make sure that that's a surprise for everyone. Just imagine what the ancestors of Sasquatch and Dogman were like. Maybe the ancestors of Sasquatch and Dogman were friends. What if vampires are not a curse for humans, but a blessing for those with curse or deadly blood as a form of evolution of man throughout time, compared to werewolf is a future and past disease? Curse. Oh, so you mean they're drinking the blood, the cursed blood. So they're trying to filter the cursed blood from the humans so they don't transform into werewolves. Humans got in the blood, yeah. And then we perceive them as evil, and so we try to kill them, but really they're trying to save us. Could be intriguing. Agent Smith is on. Good evening, Agent Smith. Great to see you. Great to have you on today. We're just talking about the recent uploads of Elder and Serrana tales. Shadow Realm, of course, we had, and we're talking on the trailer for the new saga of Origins of the Werewolf, saga of Dawn, Day, and Night. And yes, also we said about Night of the Living Dead. So yes, I did take the Night, Dawn, and Day, put it in a different order from Romero's zombie movies, but put it on werewolves. I create some great great imagery already. Some great imagery from for the origins of the werewolf. So good. So, like I say, I have a couple of new AI programs that really help us push forward. So we should see this week. We should see the first part. We should see the first part of the dawn of the werewolf dropping. Depending on the editing process and finish up the last chapter, um, we should see it drop. I think about Wednesday or Thursday will be. So definitely come and check the channel on Wednesday or Thursday. On Tuesday I'll get it out. It's probably going to take me a little bit longer. But check from Tuesday onwards. Keep checking. It's coming. It's coming. And I obviously don't get the notifications all the time, so make sure you're watching. I'll be checking Wednesday and Thursday, definitely. Yes. It's quite long as well, so it's not like a short, quite long tail. I think it'd probably be around about the 40 to 50 minute mark. So obviously the editing takes a little bit longer. You need to work with Netflix. I think if I work with Netflix, they would be telling me to do different types of things. The reason I like YouTube is because I can put anything I want out in moderation. But welcome, Chris Vibes Gaming. Thank you so much. Good to see everyone. How are we doing? It's fine afternoon, forward / evening. Yes. What are we here? In the UK, we are. Can't even see the time. 7 minutes to 8 p.m. evening. It's time to really get into the story. Yes. Yes. Make a TV show. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there for making a TV show. What would be the first one, do you think? Doing quite well. How about yourself? Yeah, good. Which tale would be the best show? Which would be the best show? Something with werewolves and vampires, yeah. So possibly the most recent one I did was I've been working on Shadow Realm. It's a continuation, but then the individual one was the Elder and Serana 3-part series. That would make a great show. I think that make a great show. Do you remember Bill and Ted? The Death Like games. What if death is the creator of games humans play on Earth? It's actually too used to go. Ouija board is actually his tool he uses out. Oh, okay, yeah, someone stole it. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember Bill and Ted, by the way. The show will be The Shadow Realm. I like Shadow. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? It takes it away that, hey, even though, so it almost puts it in real perspectives, doesn't it? Because werewolves, vampires, they're just in books, they're just myths, but really they're hidden away inside the shadow until someone helps them get out of the shadow. Of course. Because we were making an extreme dark comedy. I don't think I'd be good at comedy, to be honest with you. I don't think so. Maybe I'd try. I almost went to the hospital on Friday, but doing a little better yesterday. Oh, well done. Sorry to hear that. I hope you are feeling much better today. Feeling much better. What's your favorite story you have told? Favorite story I've done. I did a story a while back about a guy that goes in and buys this model village, and in the model village is a strange character. Looks like a hooded character, and he, the character starts moving around and things happen. And in the end, it replaces the character. He's in the village, and the character's there, and it's like an evil soul in the model village. I really like this one. This, the concept of that story was really, really good. I need to do something else like that. That was really, really good. Make a series or something. Crimson Dawn would take 2 or 3 seasons to tell it if it was on television. Yes. Have you watched the Vampire Diaries? No, I haven't. I haven't watched the Vampire Diaries. If the only time I'm gonna, there's a new film coming out which I have some hopes for, which is the remake of Nosferatu. Probably going to give that a look. I don't want to see. I don't want to see the vampires as romantic characters. I want to see them parasitic and what they're supposed to be. I mean, if something feeds off something, I want to see that. So that's what I like. But Vampire Diaries, I don't know. Uh, what is theatre plays on Earth are run by supernatural beings? It's their towns that are telling beings, and it's there. To see them as evil. Let me read that again. Sorry, just had a notification pop up and lost my text. But if theatre plays on Earth are run by supernatural beings, it's their tales they are telling, but changed it so humans can relate to convince humans to see them as evil. So hiding behind the tale. See it? That's why Christopher Lee. Thank you, Professor. You're welcome. That's why Christopher Lee's Dracula was so memorable. Christopher Lee's Dracula was amazing, even though in the time he was very romantic. As soon as he turned it on, my goodness, yeah, there was no romance in the Dracula stories of Christopher Lee. Yeah, I mean there was a there was no romance stories, but he was seductive in the way he brought the women into him. But when they got to him, yeah, that's when he needed to feed on them, and it was like a spider, wasn't it? There's like some drawing its victim into its web, enticing. When it come in, yes, excellent. So yeah, Christopher Lee Dracula is amazing. Christopher Lee is legendary, legend. Yeah, there's the one with is it Dracula AD, I think, 1972. Where it has Caroline Munro there, and he draws her in. You can see the seductiveness, but as soon as she gets to him, there's that iconic picture, isn't it? With Caroline Munro, all the blood on her neck, and Christopher Lee with the fangs out. That's an iconic picture, yes. Chris was great to the end. Generally scary as someone. Yeah, I mean the thing Christopher Lee said, didn't he? He said play uh, Dracula again, but as the Stoker version, as he's older, and that would have been so. We missed out there. That would have been so amazing. What if the best writers, scientists, warriors are supernatural beings? They could well be. That's why they have the advantage. They have a super intellect brain. And the warriors are super powerful, more than superhuman strength. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's right. That's who they are. Just reading the. Just sorry. I'm just reading the. Christopher Lee was generally great till the end. He was generally scary as Sauron. Yes, yes, it was excellent. It was excellent, amazing. One of my favorite characters. Are you insinuating that Professor Shadow is a supernatural being? I could well be, couldn't I? So, well be. I certainly come up with some strange tales. I think having an entire lifetime of watching horror movies and sci-fi movies, and being involved somehow in the dark fantasy and horror genres has pushed me in a direction. I'm hoping if it's true, I'll meet one, advance my skills. Definitely. Good. So I feel, what are we? Oh, 8 o'clock. 2 minutes past 8. So thank you all once again so much for joining me this evening. Once again, don't forget, I come on every Sunday. I come on unplanned. So I'm not coming here with a plan. I like to read your comments, try and reply. I like to tell you know what's going on, what's happening in the world of Professor Shadow and the stories that have been done, why we've done them, maybe what's coming up. So completely unscripted, as you can probably tell. What would happen if a supernatural being wanted to teach a human? Exciting. Yes. Teach the ways of the supernatural. What if Professor Shadow was recalling these stories from his past life experiences? It's exactly true. I was there. I was there. I was in Crimson Dawn. What if Professor Shadow is secretly Winter in disguise? That'd be great. Have that intellect would be amazing. Or Elder. What if we said why does Elder never go young? Maybe it's because Professor Shadow doesn't want to show you his face when he's young. But then I suppose Elder has hair and Professor Shadow doesn't. I've got that written down. Death takes a vacation. I've got that written down in my notes. I just haven't had it. Um, haven't had a chance to do anything with it. So it's one of those ones that's there for me. I do appreciate it. I'd love to tie it in somehow, that type of title, because I really like that idea. I'd like to tie that in somehow with the entire um, universe of Crimson Dawn and Shadow Realm and werewolves, vampires, somehow. Not sure how yet, but I'll get there. Winter, yes. Could be winter. It'd be great if we could make a mask that we could have come on one day with on the Sunday night in the shadows with a chrome mask on. That would be amazing. Start the show with "Hello, old friend." That would be great. Good. So, guys, as we are 8:05, what if humans have supernatural skill? Trance it's hidden. Our skills are hidden. We will stay safe. Hopefully, we'll meet here next week. Yes, indeed. I'm definitely going to be here next week. I will be here. Hopefully, with an update. Hopefully, we've already watched the first part of Origins of the Werewolf. That would be amazing. So, Wednesday or Thursday. Check. Actually, Tuesday. Check Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. One of those days is going to be available. Hopefully, you get a notification. Thank you again so much for joining me this evening. It's been amazing. And it's been raw, it's been real. And I'll catch up with you all next week. Don't forget to look out. If you haven't watched the trailer If you haven't watched the trailer for Origins of the Werewolf, go watch it now. So cool. Oh, we have a late entry, Baron Clark. Good evening to you, my friend. We are just about to sign off. Sorry, we missed you today. Um, but have an amazing day, evening, morning, whatever time in the world, whenever you're watching this. Have an amazing day and be well. Thank you again. I do appreciate it. I don't think I say this enough. How much I appreciate you coming on here and chatting with me on a Sunday, commenting on the videos, and watching the videos and giving me your feedback. I really do appreciate it. I don't think I say that enough. I don't appreciate it enough. I do appreciate you so much for being here. And on that note, thank you again. And Professor Shadow signing out, and I'll see you all next week. And look out for the trader. Look out for the new stories coming your way. Take care.